Hello and welcome to episode 66.04 of the Berean Manifesto, brought to you by the Ekklesian House. This is Pastor Bill, and we're doing things a little different this week with our daily devotional leading up to Easter. Today, we're looking at Peter's denial of Jesus. The following is a composite that I put together of Matthew chapter 26, verses 31 through 35 and 69 through 75. Mark chapter 14, verses 27 through 31 and 66 through 72. Luke chapter 22, verses 55 through 62. And John chapter 18, verses 15 through 18 and 25 through 26. Most of this takes place during the events of episode 66.3. Then Jesus said to them, "Tonight, all of you will fall away, because it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered.' But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you to Galilee." Peter told him, "Even if everyone falls away, I will not." "Truly I tell you," Jesus said to him, "tonight, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. "If I have to die with you," Peter kept insisting, "I will never deny you." And they all said the same thing. Later, Jesus is seized in the Garden of Gethsemane and taken to Annas, the father-in-law of Caiaphas, the high priest's house. Simon Peter was following Jesus, as was another disciple. That disciple was an acquaintance of the high priest. So he went in with Jesus into the high priest's courtyard. But Peter remained standing outside by the door. So the other disciple, the one known to the high priest, went out and spoke to the girl who was the doorkeeper and brought Peter in. The servants and the officials had made a charcoal fire because it was cold. They were standing there warming themselves, and Peter was standing with them, warming himself, when the servant girl, who was the doorkeeper, looked at him and said, "You aren't one of this man's disciples too, are you? You also were with Jesus, the man from Nazareth." But he denied it. "I am not. I don't know or understand what you're talking about." Then he went to the entryway, and a rooster crowed. After being questioned by Caiaphas, Jesus is sent to Caiaphas's house, where the members of the Sanhedrin have convened. Peter follows them right into the courtyard, and was again warming himself by the fire. When the maidservant saw him again, she began to tell those standing nearby, "This man is one of them. He was with Jesus the Nazarene." They asked him, "You aren't one of his disciples too, are you?" But again he denied it with an oath. "I am not. I don't know the man." After a little while, one of the high priest's servants, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, asked, "Didn't I see you with him in the garden?" And those standing there agreed, saying to Peter, "You certainly are one of them. You've got the accent of a Galilean." Then he started to curse and swear an oath, denying it again, saying, "I don't know this man you're talking about." Immediately, a rooster crowed a second time. And Peter remembered when Jesus had spoken the word to him, "Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times." And he broke down and wept bitterly. For reflection on the passage today, download the free devotional. This is Pastor Bill saying, until tomorrow.